Yo, what up again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sports-O-Mania Plus right here on the Game Breaker Sports Network. First off, I'm Marcus. He's Freddy. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, man. I had a long week of packing, shipping my stuff to North Carolina because I will be there effectively immediately as a North Carolina resident in about 2 weeks. So you see my background. I'm currently at a Disney hotel.
Nice. Fuck Disney, by the way. Fuck Disney. Which that's probably going to be our main. I mean, I know we're talking. Our main topic right now is NFL kickoff and everything. We'll be lucky if we get any Monday Night Football. They don't get their fucking shit together. Which I remember this happened a couple years ago, but it happened on the worst time ever. Thank God it didn't happen on my end of the stick. They said right before kickoff with LSU and USC. DirecTV got its channel pulled from Disney. They pulled all their channels, including ABC and Freeform, FX, National Geographic, Hulu, and ESPN and all that. Well, I was able to watch the whole game. I was at my brother-in-law's house. Well, I didn't realize it until yesterday morning when I woke up on Labor Day, the news. And sure enough, I look on my phone. It's blacked out saying their contract expired. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe in a couple of days they'll get the shit going. Well, it's been 2 days now and there's nothing. And I'm calling it now. If I don't have ESPN back up by Saturday morning to watch College Game Day, I'm entering the transfer portal, if you know what I mean. I'm switching.
Well, you know they did that.
Fucking dealing with this shit again like I did a couple of years ago.
They did that last year with Spectrum.
Yeah, they're going to keep doing this shit every fucking year.
Yeah, they did that with last year Spectrum. As soon as the first game was about to start, they cut it off and said, but then they made a deal within. They made a deal before, I believe it was before the Monday night NFL first game. That's when the deal came about. At least with Spectrum, they did that.
Well, they need to fucking fix whatever they got going on because I don't want to have to hear bullshit about, I can't watch football. Because of this and that, I blame.
You have to get a Fire Stick and unlock it at this point.
I used to have a Fire Stick. I don't know if I still have it, but they need to fucking do something because I'm not sitting through this shit all over again. Like a couple years ago. Like, why the fuck you're gonna let a kids network company run an adult freaking network? Like, I feel like ESPN is more for adults. I mean, yeah, kids use it to watch sports, but we use it to watch more than sports. We like to watch our take on, like, Sports Center, First Take, like, all that other shit. Kids only watch it to watch, like, their, like, football games and whatnot. Like, leave it for the adults. Take it off this fucking network that is mainly for kids. Like, Disney trying to rule the world. Like, everyone's having internet trouble right now. I guarantee you Disney's fucking taking the internet from us too.
Yeah, I'm having Wi-Fi issues right now on my laptop trying to connect. But my phone's good, so that's all that matters.
Man, my phone's good too, but we'll see what happens tomorrow night when I do the World League podcast. But yeah, that's kind of the big talk right now is everyone's pissed at Disney and DirecTV. All DirecTV customers want to switch to Dish or go pay for shit like YouTube TV, Sling, Hulu, shit like that. But everything's like super high these days.
Yeah, all the streaming stuff is too high. Like
we'll see what happens.
That's why I cut all
everything's
my Peacock.
Everything's too high.
I cut Peacock, Paramount, everything off. I cut everything off. The only thing I have, I think, is Netflix, and we got my girlfriend's Fire Stick, and I learned how to unlock it on YouTube, and I got all the apps that needed to watch anything I need to watch without having to pay for it. So
nice. I wish I could be like that.
I'm gonna be a pirate now and just steal everything.
Nice.
I get to watch the Patriots.
Well, I mean,
that gives me the NFL ticket for free.
Well, I don't need an NFL Sunday ticket. I just need an NFL Red Zone. That's all I need.
I got it.
To watch like plays of every single game and whatnot. But I mean, Saturday, it's like there's probably like 3 games I know for sure I can't watch because they're either on ABC or ESPN. But like everything else I want to watch, like Texas and Michigan's going to be on Fox. There's another big game I want to watch. I think it's like Tennessee and NC State. I think they're like on one of those networks too. NBC's playing a couple of games, but it's like, oh shit, internet acting up.
Yeah, you cut out, and you're coming in lagging.
Let's go. Well, that's our internet, folks. Disney has fucking taken over the internet. All we did was shit talk Snow White, and this is the payback we got. I mean, your screen froze, but I could still hear you.
No, your screen froze for me. It started circling.
Well, we're gonna see who can see us, but definitely hear us. I mean,
I can see you.
If I can talk with my camera off, we might as well do that. So that way we can still hear each other. Let me go. Look, I got Joe Henry up.
I can see you and hear you.
Well, I can hear you, but your screen still froze.
Yeah, no, I can see you and I can see you and you, and I have full bars on Wi-Fi right now.
Okay, well then maybe. Well, we'll go ahead and just get to it. I mean, that's all I got to say about ESPN. Okay, now you're moving good. I forgot to talk about this last week. I know you wasn't on last week. I had Bakley fill in, but I'm glad I didn't talk about it because I want to talk about it with you. But let's go to the movie side real quick. Yeah, you were not here last week, so we did not get to do our 1 month annual look back of where the movies sit this month. So I'm about to pull up, as of right now, the highest grossing films in America for the month of September. And you're going to pull up global.
I'll pull up worldwide.
All right. So I'll go first while you get that up. So as of right now, this was for the month. This was as of August 30th, 2024, which was last week. Here's the top 10 highest grossing films in America. Half of these are still in theaters, by the way. So at number 10, we got A Quiet Place Day One from Paramount at $138,930,553. Number 9, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes from Disney at $171,130,000. Number 8, Bad Boys Ride or Die from Sony. That movie's still playing in theaters. It's been like 3 months since that movie dropped, but it's still making. Huh?
No, go ahead.
193 million from Sony. Number 7, Kung Fu Panda 4 from Universal. It's at 193 million. Number 6, Godzilla Kong New Empire from Warner Brothers. 196 million. $350,016. Top 5 films in America right now. Number 5, Twisters from Universal and Warner Brothers. 260 million. $715,155. 4, Dune Part 2 from Warner Brothers. What is that movie? Yeah,
which is not in theaters at all. That's on stream.
Yeah, Zendaya. Okay. $282,144,358. Number 3, Despicable Me 4 from Universal. $355,536,680. Number 2, son of a bitch, I thought this would be number 1. Number 2, Deadpool and Wolverine from Disney. $603,907,246. Right now, the number 1 film in America, Inside Out 2 from Disney. $650,825,110. Deadpool Wolverine, y'all better do something.
Yeah,
y'all are not the number 1 movie in America right now, and that hurts me.
Inside Out 2 has been basically the best film of the year so far.
It's a fucking kids movie. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking kids movie. That's why. I bet if it's an adult movie, if Deadpool and Wolverine be a kids movie, oh, it'd have a lot more money. But
I mean, if you look at it from Disney's point of view, their top 2 movies are the top 2 grossing movies of the year.
Well, I went and saw Deadpool Wolverine a month ago. Fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
I almost watched it again. I think it's streaming on Disney Plus. So I think it's
no
there. So yeah, that's the
it's
top 10 in America. Now your turn. Top 10 worldwide.
So
all right, top 10 worldwide. Go ahead.
Alien, the new Alien movie at 288 million. Twisters at number 9 with 361 million. Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, 397 million at number 8. Number 7, Bad Boys Ride or Die, 402 million worldwide. Kung Fu Panda 4 at number 6, 547 million. Godzilla and Kong the New Empire at number 5, 567. Dune Part 2, 711 million at number 4. Despicable Me 4 is at 3 with 915 million. Deadpool Wolverine is at 2 with 1,264 million. And number 1 is Inside Out, 1.6 billion. So right now, Deadpool Wolverine is about 330 million away from tying Inside Out 2. That's a lot. I don't think it's going to pass Inside Out 2. I mean, it made $1 billion. I mean, that's all really.
You ain't got to worry.
And this is the first.
You ain't got to worry about the Crow being in that list.
I think this is the first $1 billion Marvel movie since, because you can't really count Spider-Man for No Way Home, because that was a Sony film. It did hit $1 billion, but actual Marvel Disney, I believe the last $1 billion movie they did was it Endgame?
It's got to be one of the Avenger movies.
I think it was Endgame. And that was what? How many years ago now? 5 years ago?
2019.
Yeah. There you go. About almost 6 years ago. Almost, yeah. 6 years ago almost. So this is the first $1 billion Marvel film since then. Because I don't think did Doctor Strange, the multiverse, make $1 billion? I don't believe so.
I don't think it did. Might have been close, but
right, that would have been the only one that would have, because you can't count Spider-Man because that's a Sony property.
Well,
but I don't.
One more thing I want to bring up movie-wise. It popped.
You know that, Marcus? I don't think it's going to make another 300 million. So I think Inside Out 2 is safe.
Okay. Well, one more thing, movie-related, before we can get to some football talk. I came across this on social media, and I wanted to wait till you came back. But you're an Adam Sandler fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I should have made my own list, but I was shout out to Ranker. They made their top 10 best movies with Adam Sandler, and I thought I want to share it because damn near everyone, every movie, I'll reveal what they have.
Okay.
Because most of these movies are on my list, except maybe like one, two, or maybe 3 movies I could replace them with. But okay, so this is Ranker's top 10 Adam Sandler movies of all time. Number 10, they have Click. Great movie, but I don't think I'd put it on my list.
But I don't.
What about you?
That's a good movie, but I don't think that's even in my top 10.
9, Grown Ups.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I hate that movie. I just don't like it. I'd take this one off, but all right. Number 8, The Longest Yard, and I fucking love that. I love both Longest Yard movies.
The original was really good,
but I like the one with Adam Sandler. Yeah, the original one with Burt Reynolds. Yes, but
the first one came out.
I love because it's got
Marcus. The first one came out what, the 70s?
70. Yeah, like 78, I think. 77,
Right.
78.
Yeah. That was with Burt Russell, right? No,
Yeah,
Burt Reynolds. I'm
Burt,
sorry.
Burt Reynolds. Yeah, and then the other one came out in '05. I remember I went saw it on the last day of school. But then you had Burt Reynolds made a cameo back in the movie. Chris Rock was in it. You had former wrestlers in it: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, the Great Khali. You had some football greats like Michael Irvin, Brian Bobsworth was in the movie. You had fucking Nelly in the movie, Terry Crews. A good slate of actors in this movie.
You know the Great Khali appeared in that movie before he was on WWE TV, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
I did not know who the fuck he was. And then when I saw him appear on SmackDown feuding with The Undertaker, I'm like, is that fucking Turley from The Longest Yard? And I'm like, yep.
And also who's in it?
That's definitely on my list.
What do you call it? The MMA Bob Sapp was in it.
That's right. Bob Sapp was in it too, yeah. Anyhow, number 7, Mr. Deeds. And I love this movie. What you think?
I'm not really a big fan of Mr. Deeds.
I like it. I love that movie. Number 6, 50 First Dates.
I wasn't a big fan of 50 First Dates.
I mean, it was good. I mean, it was him and Drew Barrymore. Number 5 was one of my all-time favorites with them two together, The Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer was good.
Wedding Singer is definitely in my top 5. Number 4, Big Daddy.
Love Big Daddy.
Me too. Number 3, The Water Boy.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. Even though the movie was filmed in Florida and not Louisiana, I'll give it a pass.
Florida, yes.
All right, 2 and 1. I'll let you get 2 and 1. I'll let you guess the orders.
2 and 1. I would do number 2 is Billy Madison, and probably number 1 would be Happy Gilmore. Has to be.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
number 2, they put Billy Madison at number 2 and Happy Gilmore at number 1.
Yeah, because those are his two
the most debatable. Yeah. The most debatable argument ever, because that's how Happy Madison Productions became about, because of 2 movies with those names. But I rather Happy Gilmore. I think Happy Gilmore is more comical than Billy Madison. But Billy Madison's a classic. I love it, but I rather Happy Gilmore. Oh, that movie.
I like Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I had a top 10, right? I'll start at 10. So just looking at his movies, just this is my opinion of what I like. Hotel Transylvania will be 10, because I got to put that in there because he does the voice. Love that movie. Number 8 would be I love Grown Ups. The first one, better than the second one. That's number 8. That's number 9. Number 8 would be Funny People. Love that movie. I don't know why that's not on the list. I think Funny People is better than Click. Number 7 would be Reign Over Me. Don't know if you ever saw that movie. Really good with Jamie Foxx, and I think that's Jamie Foxx and him.
Probably not.
That was really good. Number 6, I would go Uncut Gems. I don't know why that's not on the list. That was really good. Number 5, I'll go The Longest Yard. Number 4, which is a very underrated movie that a lot of people have not seen. I don't know if you saw Airheads. Super fucking good.
Yes.
Super fun.
That old classic.
Good.
That's where I first saw Chris Farley.
Yes. Airheads was on there. That's super fucking good. Him, Brendan Fraser. Number 3, I'd go The Waterboy. Number 2, Billy Madison, and then number 1, Happy Gilmore. So the top 2, I think, for everybody is going to be the same, because I believe Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are his 2, not highest grossing, but 2 best movies. in my opinion, because his largest grossing movie was Big Daddy. 234 million. That's his highest as a movie, but if you go animated, it's Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. Well, the list that Ranker did, I'll keep it that way, but I'm going to take 3 movies off and replace them with something else. So I'll take off Click, Grown Ups, and 50 First Dates. Even though they're all 3 good movies, I just take Click. I'm going to replace it with a movie people will never remember. I'm going to replace it with Bulletproof that he did with Damon Wayans.
With Damon Wayans. So good. That was good. That was good. I like that movie. That was good.
Number 9 with Grown Ups. I'm going to replace that with, I don't give a fuck what people say. I mean, all his movies on Netflix suck except one movie. I'm putting Hubie Halloween at number 9.
You know what?
I love Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, I like that movie. It was good. I liked it.
And then finally, number 6, I'm replacing 50 First Dates with Little Nicky.
You know what? Anger Management was good. You know, he has a lot of.
I mean, yeah, him and Jack Nicholson, that was fucking great. But
yeah,
there was something about Anger Management that kind of caught me off guard. But I liked him and Jack Nicholson together. There's something about that movie that just was off with me. I don't know. I don't know. The fact that like everybody in that plane all along, it was a setup for him to go to fucking Anger Management. It wasn't like all real. But anyhow. All right. Well, let's do some football talk here. I know we got fantasy football starting up this week with the Game Breaker Sports Network. We had our draft the other day. I got my team right here. Welcome to the Chase Jam. So I got Bash for who I picked number 1 overall, but I'm a football Heyman. You could suck my fucking dick because
you took CJ.
I think he's going to improve, man. I took CJ number 1. Yes, I did. I ain't ashamed of that.
When I saw you do that, I was like, "That's such a homer pick." Because obviously you like the Texans, you like the Saints as well. But CJ at number 1, I thought that was a reach.
You got to watch
the reach.
I don't get.
It's a reach.
Well, I got who I wanted. I got who I wanted on my team. I was aiming after 2 guys, and I fucking got them. But anyhow, this is my starting lineup as of right now. I got now we draft with sleepers, so that means we mainly got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. We don't have defenses or kickers because we're not Yahoo Fantasy or ESPN Fantasy. What's up, Tim King? Internet's a little slow, so comments might take a little while to pop up, but that's not a comment right now.
I'm trying to
my starting lineup,
I'm trying to log into sleeper, so go ahead. I got CJ Stroud at quarterback. The starting lineup right now. Quarterback CJ Stroud, running back David Montgomery and Najee Harris. Wide receivers Deebo Samuel, Stephon Diggs. Tight end George Kittle. My flexes Romo Duns and Austin Eckler. And my bench I got Will Levis, Gus Edwards, Tyler Lockett, Mike Williams, Dallas Goedert, and Dawson Knox. I forgot my fucking password for sleepers. Fuck. It's on my phone. Shit.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to let Tim bashing me for getting... Look, I didn't pick McCaffrey overall because every time I had McCaffrey on my team, he got hurt, out for the rest of the season. And Tyreek Hill, usually they say whoever's the number 1 overall don't get their team to the Super Bowl. Or whoever picks them don't ever have a chance of winning the damn championship in fantasy football. So that's why I didn't take Tyreek Hill. I've been playing this game a long time. Sleeper has K and DST buttfuck kickers and defense, so I take them off. Okay. Well, I'm predicted to lose only by like 6 points, but I always like to be the underdog because 9 times out of 10, when I'm the underdog, I win that week. So I might win my first game. Hopefully. But
hey, can you go to my team and give them my lineup? For some reason, I have the sleeper app, but it's the password saved to my iPhone, and I don't know what the fuck it is. So go to my team.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you don't mind. Oh, and I also play Tim King.
What's the name? What's the name? Oh, you're playing Tim King, so Team Freddy 1201. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna get off the Wi-Fi on my phone. Let me use my 5G since the internet is acting up. So
I'm trying to
this is.
I'm trying to get a 4K camera for my laptop so that it comes in clear like my phone, so I can use my phone to do shit while I'm on the stream with you. Because right now, the laptop, my camera laptop it's not good. Like it's just a regular PC, like a HP, and the camera sucks.
Yeah,
on the HP. Yeah. It comes in real.
You probably
blurry.
got a 7. You probably got a 720 camera.
It's probably less.
You probably got a 720. I got a 1080.
But my iPhone's 4K.
Well, the camera that. Oh.
Yeah, my iPhone camera's 4K.
My camera's 1080. I bought that on Amazon. My camera I bought on Amazon is 1080 4K. So yeah. What's up, Sir Ivan? Tuning in from Circle of Debate. All right, so Team Freddy 1201. This your starting lineup. Your quarterback Lamar Jackson. Your running backs are Bijan Robinson and Derrick Henry. Your wide receivers, Jalen Waddle and DK Metcalf. Your tight end is Dalton Schultz. Your flexes are James Conner and Calvin Ridley. And your bench, you got Jared Goff, Jerome Ford, Gabe Davis, Joshua Palmer, Tyler Conklin, and Colby Parkinson.
That's a hell of a fucking team. That's a hell of a team. That's a hell of a draft to be at number 5. To get that, that's a hell of a draft.
Okay, now my comments are coming in fast because all I did was turn the fucking Wi-Fi off my phone.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in hefty. I see service.
Internet's going good on my side. Yeet. Well, let's start with college first. At least you got a win week 1. It was a scary first half at first. LSU, I don't know what the fuck's up with Brian Kelly. Let's start on a positive note. Let's talk about Michigan first. Michigan won 30-10 over Fresno State. Fresno State did hang in the first half. I don't know if you got to watch it though. Did you? You said you didn't get to watch a lot of games.
I watched the fourth quarter only when this dude got the pick and made it 30 to whatever the fuck it was at that time.
Oh. Well, don't get me started on LSU. I mean, that defense is fucking trash. That defensive coordinator picked up from Missouri, really? He obviously didn't look like he came from Missouri, but I had a feeling we were going to get fucked in that game. This is the 5th consecutive year we lost week 1. 3rd under Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly has never won a week 1 game with us since he came. Garrett Nussmeier, despite that pick he threw at the end of the game, he did finish the night with 308 passing yards, 2 touchdown passes. He only had 9 incomplete passes out of 39, so that's not bad. 30 out of 39 passes. Kyron Lacey led in receiving, 94 receiving yards on 7 receptions and a touchdown. John Emery Jr. led in rushing with 61 yards on 10 carries, but all the touchdowns they threw were touchdown passes or field goals. No rushing touchdowns. But yeah, but Miller Moss had a hell of a night for USC. 378 passing yards. Woody Marks led in rushing. He had the game-winning touchdown, by the way. He had 2 touchdowns for the night. 68 yards on 16 carries. And I think it's Kyron Hudson led in receiving, 83 yards and 5 receptions in that game. I'm not even going to bring up the defensive stats because their defense is trash. But at least we get a big break. Our home openers this Saturday. We're playing. Well, that's a bullshit calls too, like a fucking targeting shit. Yeah, it pissed me off. But I had a feeling we were going to get fucked in Vegas, of all places. But
hey,
and it's the bad part? We're probably going to lose week. What?
You guys are doing better than FSU.
Poor Todrick. I feel bad for him.
I felt bad. Yo, he was quiet.
You went from
He was bad.
You go from number 10 in the country, and by 2 weeks, you're already out of playoff contention and you're unranked. I don't know what hurt more, the Georgia Tech loss or the Boston. I think Georgia Tech loss.
No. You know what the worst part is?
Georgia Tech loss.
You know what? They're 0-2 in their conference, so that makes it they're completely done. Like if they were 0-2, like maybe losing to an out of conference game, out of division, But they lost 2 games in their division. It's over. It's over for them.
You know what? I'm pulling their schedule up. I want to predict what they're going to win and lose the rest of the season. I mean,
they play Memphis next week, and they're predicted to, I think, lose to Memphis too.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if they lose to hell. These next 4 games: Memphis, Cal, SMU, and Clemson.
Yeah, they might lose to Memphis. They're definitely going to lose to Notre Dame.
They got to win. They got to. Well, wait. I'll tell you what I'll tell you right here. Okay, Memphis, I'm not sure yet. Cal, I'm not sure yet. SMU's been doing good. They might fucking lose that game. Clemson's a loss. Duke's a loss. Miami's a loss. North Carolina, Max, it depends on Max Johnson if he tore his ACL, but I'll put that as a loss. Notre Dame's definitely a loss. They might win their last 2 games. They might beat Charleston Southern and they might beat Florida.
Depending on how Florida's playing at the end of the year, they might lose that game too.
Billy Napier's got 4 more losses until he's gone. He loses 4 more games, he's done. They said if he loses 5 or more games, he is out. I kept
hearing like their defense was top 5 in the country like all year before the season started, and their defense is terrible. And their quarterback, his name was DJ. He was a transfer. First, he transferred. He went from Clemson to Oregon, and then went to FSU. So something's up with him.
I'd have stayed at Oregon. I'd have stayed at Oregon. Even though Oregon did bump down, even though they won their game, they bumped down in the top 25, but they're no longer number 3. I think they bumped to like 6 or 7, but I have something new I want to add to this show. I told you about it. I found 5 athletes in week 1 who were very impactful. We're gonna do like our own like Heisman race. Like, here's my top 5 Heisman candidates for week 1. This is in no particular order. I know you didn't make your list, so I'll let you use mine to rank them. So I'm gonna give you my 5, tell you their stats from last week, and then you tell me from 5 to 1 who would have a better chance winning the Heisman out of this week. So I told you I put Travis Hunter on the list. Travis Hunter from Colorado. He had a hell of a game against North Dakota State. 3 touchdowns, 132 rushing yards on 7 receptions, averaging 18 yards per carry. I put quarterback Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Yeah, they beat the fuck out of Furman. He had 5 touchdown passes, 22 completed passes out of 27 for 418 yards. And if I'm saying his name right, Tedalora McMillan from Arizona, the quarterback. Not the quarterback, the wide receiver. 4 touchdowns, 304 receiving yards on 10 receptions. I can't pronounce his name, but it's that wide receiver from Arizona.
In fantasy, that would have been 60. I think I saw something like 67 points. In fantasy, that would have been.
And then got Ashton Genie from Boise State, running back, and the only running back I put on the list. 6 touchdowns against Georgia Southern, 267 rushing yards on 20 carries. And then finally, I put Miami quarterback Cam Ward. He had 418 passing yards, 26 completed passes out of 35, and 3 touchdowns against Florida. So Travis Hunter, Jackson Dart, Tedalora McMillan, Ashton Jenney, and Cam Ward. Where would you rank them from 5 to 1?
I'm putting Travis Hunter 1, only because if you look at the history of players at an elite level in college that play offense and defense, Charles Woodson, like that, they've won the Heisman Trophy. He's on the field basically every single play. I believe Travis Hunter is going to win the Heisman. I will put the wide receiver who called the 4 touchdowns at 2, the running back at 3, Miami
McMillan. McMillan from Arizona.
Miami quarterback at 4.
Okay.
And then I forgot the other person you named.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart at 5.
Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Okay, so all right. That seems legit. Okay.
You got to think it's going to be Travis Hunter, right? If he could stay healthy, and you know what? But I don't even think he's the best wide receiver on that team. It looks like Horn is better than him.
Joe Horn was led in receiving, but Travis Hunter had more touchdowns. Horn, I think, only had one touchdown in that game.
Right. What he had, like 190?
And then Deion, the coach, he was like 198 yards. He was almost at the 200 mark, but he only had one touchdown. And then Shadir Sanders, Prime's son. Yep. Yeah, he was an impact player too, but I thought Travis Hunter was the player of the game in that game against North Dakota State. But
I agree.
All right, so for the last 2 weeks, week 0.
Hold on. Question before we go to the next topic. If you draft, I mean, do you see Travis Hunter as a top 10 pick this year in the draft? Yeah, right.
He'll go first round indeed, but I don't know about top 10, maybe top 20.
Does he come? Because the NFL is not going to play him at two positions. That's not going to happen. Is he going to get drafted as a wide receiver or
he's going to be a wide receiver?
Wide receiver, yeah, I figured that. Okay.
Depends who needs a wide receiver more than anything right now.
Who?
I don't know where he could go. I don't know who would pick him up. It depends who needs a wide receiver more than anything.
Right, because the top 5 in the draft next year, the Patriots going to be in the top 5. Panthers definitely. Giants probably.
I could see him going to Giants or Panthers, something like that.
Yeah, probably. I would, unless the Giants go quarterback. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, with the picks, I know week 0 we tied 6-1. We had the exact same picks week 0. The only game we lost was McNeese over Tarleton State. Week 1. I went 11-3. I only lost 3 games. You went 9-5 because you picked Minnesota over North Carolina. We both picked Virginia Tech. That was probably the biggest upset, was Vanderbilt beating Virginia Tech. You picked Florida over Miami. And we both picked LSU and Florida State.
And we both picked FSU to win too.
Yeah, I don't think I'm picking Florida State ever again the rest of the season. They'll be lucky if I add them on the list here. But we got another week of college football. We got some good picks, good games in the air, including our 2. Well, your team got the game of the week. College game days heading to Ann Arbor. Top 10 matchup, Texas, Michigan. Texas is now they moved up to 3 now, 3 or 4. 3. Michigan is like somewhere in the top 10.
They're number 10.
So it's 3 versus 10. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Should be a hell because I know 1 and 2 are still the same. Georgia and Ohio State are still. Oregon lost their 3rd spot to Texas, and Alabama went up to 4. I don't even remember who number 4 was. I forgot who number 4 was, but got a good slate of games right here. We'll go ahead and start here. Let's start with BYU at SMU.
SMU.
You're going with the Mustangs. By the way, this is a religious battle. We got the Mormons versus the Methodists. So I'm going with the Mustangs. I'm going with SMU.
Okay.
That's gonna be our Friday night game, by the way. This one will be Friday night as well. Duke at Northwestern.
Is that game the same? It's going to be the same time on as Green Bay and Philly and who's playing in Brazil on Friday?
The Packers and the Eagles. No, the Packers and the Eagles are playing they're playing, I think, at 4:00.
Okay.
Yeah, 4:00 game. But I'm gonna be at work. I won't be able to watch that Brazil game. But no, I'm going with Duke. And I don't usually pick Duke and shit, but I'm picking Duke in this one. What you got? Duke or Northwestern?
Duke.
All right. And then the rest are Saturday games. I put this one on the list. This one will follow College Game Day if I get fucking Game Day. If I get ESPN back. Kansas State at Tulane.
Kansas State. They're number 17. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going with – I mean, I would love for Tulane to pull this off. And speaking of that, it's fucking sad that Tulane could beat USC with a Heisman QB and we fucking couldn't beat USC. That's a damn shame. Fucking LSU. In College Game Day, this game immediately following it, 11 a.m. kickoff on Fox. Top 10 matchup, Texas at Michigan. I know you're picking Michigan. I'm picking Michigan, but give me your final score.
I'm picking Michigan. Their offense hasn't been good, and they haven't been able to run the ball that good that first game. I'm thinking their defense is really good. Maybe a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 27-24, Michigan.
Yeah, I can see it being close. Believe it or not, this is only the second meeting. These two met in the Rose Bowl in 2005. Texas won that game by 1 point.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 38-37. Yeah, that was their only meeting, and this will be the second meeting. So see if they tie it up. I'm going. Hopefully, Michigan pulls it off at home. But Texas is going to bring a fight. This will prove that Texas is ready to compete with the big boys for the SEC.
Tim King asked Freddy, "Who's going to win the college football?" I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that last time.
I don't think Michigan's gonna win. I honestly think Oregon's gonna win.
Oregon's gonna win it all?
I think so.
I got Georgia winning it all as of right now. I could see like Georgia and Oregon maybe in a national championship or Georgia, Ohio State. I mean, we'll see. All right, then we got Arkansas at Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Well, I'm already picking against the SEC in their first matchup. I mean, yeah, Arkansas, they fucking play anybody this past weekend. Oklahoma State, I mean, I would like for them to pull it off, but I'm going to go with Arkansas on this one. I'm going with Bacon Bits. So you got OK State, I got Arkansas. Pitt and Cincinnati.
Let me see. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
I'm going to go with the Bear. I'm going with Cincinnati as well.
Yes.
Baylor and Utah.
Utah. Even though
here, Utah,
Baylor could win. Baylor's sneaky. Yeah. They're always sneaky good. Even though they're not ranked, these games they're always high scoring but close. So Baylor, I can see Baylor winning, but I think I'm gonna go Utah since they're at home.
Utah's my pick to win the Big 12, so I got Utah winning the Big 12 and going to the playoffs. All right, we got a rivalry here. Cy-Hawk Trophy, Iowa State at Iowa.
Iowa.
Okay. Iowa won 8 of the last 10, but Iowa State hadn't won in 2 years. I got Iowa State on the road. I'm gonna go with the Cyclones.
Okay.
All right. Then we got Cal at Auburn.
Cal at Auburn. I'm gonna go Auburn.
I think they'll keep it close, but I'm gonna pick Auburn too. We got an SEC matchup here: South Carolina at Kentucky.
Kentucky.
South Carolina won the last 2, make it 3 in a row. I'm going with the Gamecocks. If Spencer Rattler was still been over there, definitely, but we'll see what they got. I mean, yeah, Kentucky didn't play nobody. South Carolina had a struggle win, but they're gonna pick back up. Michigan State at Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Michigan State lately, so I'm gonna pick Maryland as well. The last time these two teams met, it was almost a huge upset, but they came back and won. South Florida at Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, like I said, I'm giving Alabama a 3-0 record, and then when they play Georgia, it's over. That's the start of their losing games. They're gonna lose to Georgia first. So I threw this on the list. LSU's hosting Nicholls State in their home opener, an FCS school from Thibodaux, Louisiana. They're in the Southland Conference, just like McNeese. This is, believe it or not, I can't believe this is the first ever meeting. I thought LSU played everybody from the state, but this will be the first ever meeting. Nicholls coming off a loss to Louisiana Tech, but they barely beat Louisiana Tech. LSU's pissed off. Brian Kelly's pissed off, by the way, of how their team performed. We heard it in the press conference when he did the fist. So obviously LSU is going to win. Nicholls, yeah, they are the defending Southland Conference champions, but that don't mean shit to them. And Nicholls will be lucky if they can get a field goal made. So I got LSU winning big. And the main question is, does Nicholls get any points at all? Because right now I got LSU either winning like 58-0 or 58-3. What you think?
I say they get 10 points. I think LSU probably puts up over 60. I'm going to say 60, 63, like 10. Because I think maybe in the fourth quarter.
63-10, I can go with that.
Yeah, I think this is going to be some shit like that.
And tickets right now start at $10. I'm still debating if I want to make the trip
bro, you might as well just
Rouge to watch them beat a cupcake.
You might as well go.
Yeah, if I don't get it, okay, how about this? If I don't have, I got an idea. How about this? If I don't have ESPN back Saturday morning, I'm going to Baton Rouge. They'll have it over there.
Yeah, I would go anyway. $10? I mean, if you walk up to the gate, and I mean, if you don't get it online, you know, the fees online is like $20. So you probably end up paying like $40. But if you walk up and get a ticket,
I know.
Kill off the fees, you probably get a ticket for like $15.
I'm debating, should I buy a ticket online or should I just buy it off the street? Because everywhere I turn, they got people holding tickets up selling them.
Yeah, if I was you, I'd go. I mean,
you'll find a ticket.
Marcus, you know what? You can go there. If you don't find a good ticket on the street, just purchase one online while you're there. There's going to be tickets available.
Mm-hmm. Shit, for Alabama, I've seen tickets for sale because people want that fucking money. Like you only gotta sell it through the value price. So like for that game, the value price will probably be like $10, maybe $20. Right. But I know for like Alabama, it's like 110. Yeah, you can't sell it no more than 110.
Right, so, which is still pretty cheap.
What
for Bama game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, all right. Moving on. Houston at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
It kills me, but Houston's gonna have a long season. How the fuck you lose to UNLV at home?
The same way FSU lost to Georgia Tech and Boston College.
And I was planning on going to Houston for the Bayou Bucket rivalry, but shit, they might be 0-3 then. They might lose to Rice again.
You know what? The more they lose, the less
they're gonna go in that game 0-2.
Yo, the more a team loses, the less money you got to pay on their tickets.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, I haven't been on UH campus in a while, but I'm not that diehard with them like LSU. It's an alma mater thing. Like, I went to college over here, but I did it online. I never went on campus, went to any events on campus because I don't know. I just didn't live out there at the time when I was going to school there. So I don't know. I just was so happy that they were now going to be considered in a Power 5 conference. I said, right. I'm going to cheer. That'll be my Texas school. But hey, in 2 years, LSU opens up week 1 with Houston at Energy Stadium. Maybe they'll finally get a win week 1 with Brian Kelly. Next year, they got to play Clemson week 1. You think in Clemson, you think they're going to lose to Dabo if he's still there?
I don't think Dabo's going to be there after this year.
You don't think? Okay.
I think Dabo's prime for the NFL. If he leaves Clemson, he's going to the NFL, 100%.
Okay.
He'll probably be coaching the Giants.
Well, we got 5 more games to pick before we move on to the NFL picks. But we got Tennessee at North Carolina State.
Tennessee.
Yep, Rocky Top wins. I mean, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I wouldn't be surprised if NC State pulls it off. Now, if I don't go to the LSU game, I will have my eyes watching this one. Colorado at Nebraska.
Colorado, their defense is suspect. But I'm gonna go Colorado though. Nebraska hasn't been good in a bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go Colorado. I'm gonna go Colorado. Even though last week they won, but it was ugly. It ain't like they should have blown out that team. But like I said, it's Colorado. They're up and down. I mean, it's weird with them. They're good, but it's something to be said. Like as far as you can only
but I mean
getting players through the transfer portal. You either win or you lose. There's no in the middle. You still got to recruit, but I think a lot of teams are banking on the transfer portal to bringing good players to their team as FSU did. A lot of the players on the defensive side, the good players, all transferred from different schools. Their quarterback transferred from 3 schools already. So to think you could just build a college program now because of the transfer portal, like I said, it could be really good or it can be really, really bad. You can't just get good players and just plug them in and think your team's going to automatically turn around.
Yeah. Well, Nebraska hasn't beaten Colorado at home in Lincoln since 2010. Colorado won the last 2 meetings that were like a few years apart. But I mean, look at Nebraska decimated UTEP.
Goldberg's son didn't play, right? The first game? He's a freshman, isn't he? Colorado?
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, but I'm going with Nebraska. I hope they pull it off. But if Colorado wins, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to definitely be watching that if I don't go watch LSU beat the fuck out of Nichols. Or when I leave that game at halftime, if it's that bad, I'll like watch it on the way home or probably go eat like at a B-Dubs on campus and watch it. Because I got to watch Colorado and Nebraska. I think, isn't that game like on Fox or something? I know it's not on fucking ESPN and shit.
No, Colorado always
it's on a channel that I can catch.
Yeah, I think Colorado. What are they in the Big 12? No. They're in the what?
Yeah, Colorado's in the Big 12. Colorado's Big 12.
Yeah, I believe they have a Fox contract because every time I watch Colorado games, it's always on Fox. Hey, I'm gonna send you if you can find your Fire Stick. I'm gonna send.
They're on NBC. They're on NBC and Peacock.
Okay, well there you go.
They're on Peacock and NBC, so I'll be able to. I'm gonna probably watch it on Peacock. That's just because I have the app. All right, Boise State at Oregon. Boise State at Oregon.
What's the next game? Is it Appalachian State at Clemson?
No, Boise State at Oregon.
Marcus, you froze.
Your internet must be tripping again. Okay. Boise State at Oregon.
We're having some technical difficulty. Bear with us, people.
Jesus. Boise State at Oregon.
Marcus, you froze.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're back now. I see you. You're back.
Boise State at Oregon. You know, it's crazy. Oregon has never beaten Boise State.
They gonna beat them this week.
Until this Saturday. The last time I watched them play, remember that fucking punch at the end of that game with that fucking player? That was like back in 07, I think.
Wasn't
boy got in a fight after the game.
Wasn't Ladarius Blunt on that team? Wasn't he the one that threw the punch?
I don't remember who the fucking players were. I remember watching a Thursday night game. Oregon lost to Boise State on the blue turf, and then one dude shoved a guy and then turned around and punched him in the face.
I could have sworn that was Ladarius Blunt. I don't know if he was in the league at that time. But I know he was in the fight back then. He punched somebody and knocked him out.
All right. 2 more for college. Texas Tech at Washington State.
Washington State.
I'm going to go with Texas Tech. So, And then finally, Mississippi State at Arizona State.
I'm gonna go Mississippi State. Wait, did we do Utah State at USC?
No, I didn't put that on the list.
Okay, but anyway, I'll take USC.
Okay. Well, that's the college picks. I'm gonna send that to Dylan so he can make an overlay, a thing for it to put on Game Breaker Sports.
Man, let's get to the NFL.
And now we can get to the NFL.
This is what everybody came to see.
So before we predict the games, I gotta ask. I gotta get division predictions. So let's. Sure. You want to start with AFC or NFC first?
NFC.
What conference you want to? All right, NFC North. Who wins the NFC North?
All right, give me a second here. Let me go here.
You got Lions, Bears, Packers, or the Vikings?
Lions.
I'm going with the Lions too. All right, the NFC South.
NFC South. I'm going with.
Okay.
This is interesting. But I'm
gonna say.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
All right, NFC East.
I mean, Philly. What's you gonna? Wait. I'm gonna take Philly.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Something tells me the fucking Cowboys are gonna win the NFC East.
I don't know. Dak's playing on the last year of the deal. I don't know.
NFC West.
49ers.
I think they will, but it's probably going to be between out of them and the Rams.
Yeah, I still take the 49ers because they got the best. I think they got the best defense in the league.
Okay. All right. AFC. All right. AFC North.
Ravens.
Yep. Ravens. AFC South. I am confident it's going to be the Houston Texans.
Texans, yes. Not going Texans, of course. 100% Texans.
All right. AFC East. I am confident it's going to be the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yes.
And then the AFC West.
Chiefs.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Chiefs. But if I could pick anybody else, I'd pick fucking Bo Nix and the Broncos.
Yeah, it's too. Every other team in the AFC East got too many questions at quarterback for me to pick anybody else other than them. Even though the Chargers have
the Chiefs are going to win it.
The Chargers have a legit quarterback. They just don't have legit offensive weapons around him to do anything. They lost 3 of their top. You can't bring in a new coaching staff and get rid of your 3 top offensive weapons during the offseason and think you're going to compete. It's just not going to happen. Eckler, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen all gone.
Yeah. And then it's going to be the Chiefs. We all know it. But I would love the Broncos to win it just because it's Bo Nix.
I like Bo Nix a lot.
I need a Bo Nix jersey too, by the way.
Like I said, I'm not sold on Cortland Sutton as a number one. He's been their number one for a couple of years, and he's either been hurt or underperformed. I don't know who their other wide receivers across from him. They got questions at running back. They don't really got a good defense anymore, and you have a rookie quarterback. So you would have to go default. Would be the Chiefs. I would go Raiders if they had a legit quarterback. If the Raiders had Dak, I'd pick the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Here we go. Week 1 picks. Thursday night, NFL kickoff. We get an AFC Championship rematch with Two badass quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens against Patrick Mahomes and the defending back-to-back Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs.
I'm going the Raiders. The Ravens week 1.
You're going with the Ravens, okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick with Patrick Mahomes.
Beat him up. But I'm gonna go Ravens. I think the Ravens. This is gonna be a revenge game for the Ravens.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, just because it's in Kansas City.
What the Chiefs lost last year in Kansas City against the Lions.
We'll see. I don't know. Taylor Swift will probably be there to bring him fucking up.
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, they've been quiet about this shit. I mean, it'd be nice if she wasn't there. But you know she's gonna be there. All right. First time ever, we got an NFL game in Brazil. Unfortunately, it's two teams with the color green. I don't know how they're gonna still play this off, but you got the Packers and the Eagles in Brazil. Live on Peacock. I think it's a 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. kickoff.
I'm going to go Packers. I like Josh Jacobs as their running back. I think they're bringing back some. I thought that was a good pickup.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Packers week 1.
I would love for them to win, but I don't know how Jordan Love's going to be. But I'm going to take the Eagles in this one.
Okay.
All right, Steelers at the Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, that fucking hurt me right there, having to pick them, because if I hate any team in the NFL outside of the Dallas Cowboys, I hate the fucking Falcons so much.
I'm not sold on the Steelers. I'm not sold on Wilson.
All right.
There's questions about him in the preseason, so I'm not sold on that.
Okay.
What's good, Jordan?
All right. Cardinals at the Bills.
I'm gonna go Cardinals. Like I said, once again.
You go with the Cardinals in an upset. Okay.
Who I don't think it's an upset though. Who is Josh Allen throwing to other than Knox and the other tight end they got there? They have nobody to throw to. They have James Cook. They're gonna run him down the drain and throw to him out the back. They lost. They lost 2 of their top 2 wide receivers. They lost their cornerback.
They lost Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, they lost Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis. They lost their cornerback, and the other guy, I think the linebacker, tore his shoulder. He's out for the first 4 months.
Okay. Well, I'm taking the Bills. All right, then we got the Titans at the Bears.
The Bears all day.
The Bears acting like they're going to win the Super Bowl because they went 4-0 in the preseason.
They got a fucking good team.
I think Caleb Williams will have an impressive debut.
He's going to be Rookie of the Year.
But I don't know if they're going to be Super Bowl. I don't think he's going to be a Super Bowl contender, but I will take the Bears in this one. So give me the Bears. Then we got the Patriots at the Bengals.
This is an interesting one. The whole time I saw the schedule when it first came out, I said Bengals. Bengals going to blow the Patriots out. But they said Jamar Chase is playing week 1. We still don't know yet. He doesn't have a contract. He hasn't practiced. He hasn't done anything. Patriots do have a good defense. I'm not sold on Jacoby Brissett. I think this is a close game. I'm going to go with the Patriots. Fuck it.
Okay. The Bengals are debuting their all orange outlook, orange jerseys, orange pants with the traditional helmet. So this is going to be interesting to watch. But now I don't know about the issue with Jamar Chase, but I think the Bengals pull it off in a close one.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Like I said, I think the Patriots have the better defense. If they could run the ball and keep the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. Joe Burrow's coming off of the season-ending injury. I'm just going. I mean, Zach Moss is the starting running back. He's good until he gets hurt. Like I said, Chase hasn't practiced, so he can go on the field and get hurt the first couple of plays. We don't know. We know when players don't practice and they try to play game one. We see what happens.
Okay, then we got the Texans at the Colts.
Oh, the Texans. I think the Texans win by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Easy.
Yeah, it's going to be a – I mean, it's a division rivalry game, but it's not the Texans and the Titans. But
I think one of the best free agent signings of the year was the Texans getting Joe Mixon.
Yeah. Outside of Stephon Diggs, but all right, Jags at the Dolphins, a little in-state showdown.
Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins win. We'll see if Tyreek Hill is number 1 overall for a reason. All right, Panthers at the Saints. Carolina's usually one of those teams that'll split a series with the Saints, but we know last year they went winless last year. I've heard that's still not looking good. I mean, I hope we can start off week 1 with the win. I will say we will, but I think Carolina might pull some strings and keep it close, but it'll be a struggle win. But I got the Saints winning like 27-24.
I'm going to take the Panthers winning that first game. Like I said, I don't.
Okay, so the first win and.
Yeah, I think me and you are in the same boat that we don't like Derek Carr. I think Michael. Well, who's
I don't like Dennis Allen either. I don't like our coach either.
Spencer is Spencer Rattler on that team that he got traded to them?
No, Spencer Rattler got drafted to the Saints.
Yeah, I'm sorry, drafted to the Saints. Yeah, so I think he'll be. I'm not a big fan of Carr. Nah.
All right, so here's the starting lineup. And this is their backup. So, like, on offense, you got wide receivers you can play in. You got Chris Olave and Shaheed. Cedric Wilson and A.T. Perry will sub in and out. Offensive line, still sort of the same. You got Eric McCoy at center. Lucas Patrick at guard. Cesar Ruiz at guard. Taliese Fuaga making his debut at tackle along with Trevor Penning. 2 tight ends, Foster Morrow and Taysom Hill playing tight end. Jawan Johnson and Dallin Holker's going to play a little bit. And then in the backfield, you got Alvin Kamara and Adam Prentice in the backfield. And you got a little bit of Jamal Williams going to play a bit. And Jake Hayner might take a few snaps. And even Spencer Rattler, depends on Derek Carr's performance. That's the offense. Defensive end might rotate around with Chase Young, Carl Granderson. They got Kaleem Saunders at defensive tackle, Nathan Shepard at defensive tackle, Cameron Jordan at defensive end. You also got Willie Gay Jr., Demario Davis, and Pete Warner at linebacker, Paulson Adebo, Jordan Howden, Tyrann Mathieu, and Marshawn Lattimore in the backfield. You also got Alante Taylor, JT Gray, Will Harris, Kool-Aid McKinstry might take a few plays in. Peyton Turner, Brian Brees, Foskey, Christiana Boyd, all going to be playing as well. And DeMarco Jackson.
I don't know if you saw the interviews with Alvin Kamara the last couple of days talking about selling his house and shit like that. I don't know what he's going to – I think they're planning on maybe trading him during the deadline. Maybe. They haven't gave him a new contract, so I don't want to take the Panthers, but I feel like I'm going to take the Panthers.
Yeah. All right, Vikings at the Giants.
Vikings. Wait, no.
This is my toilet. By the way, this is my toilet bowl of the week. You got a team that lost their quarterback versus a team with a shitty quarterback. So no J.J. McCarthy. You got Sam Darnold playing against Daniel Jones. Vikings, Giants is my toilet bowl of the week, but I got the Vikings.
I'll take the Vikings, yes.
So both picking Vikings. Raiders, Chargers. This almost was my toilet bowl game of the week, but it's not. But Raiders and the Chargers.
I'm going to go Raiders.
I'm picking the Raiders too. I think this could be an upset. So, I mean.
No, but I don't.
My sister would kill me because she loves Justin Herbert.
You think Raiders beating Chargers is an upset?
I mean, I don't know. Fuck. They don't have a quarterback. Chargers got a quarterback, but no targets.
But they don't have no targets.
Yeah, they don't have Keenan Allen. They lost Mike Williams. Who else they lost?
Eckler. Have nobody.
Eckler went to the Commanders. Yep. Mike Williams went to the Jets.
I think their starting running backs are Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins from the Ravens. Both of them are there. And, they both get hurt every year. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Broncos at the Seahawks.
Broncos. I'm taking Broncos week 1.
Yep. I'm taking my boy, Bo Nix, and the Broncos. Cowboys and the Browns.
I'm going Browns. I think Jerry.
Ooh, I would love that, but
Jerome Ford, he's gonna run all over. Maybe Deshaun Watson gets back to whatever the hell he was 3 years ago. They got Amari. I think Amari Cooper. This is a revenge game for him too. And they have a good defense, and so do the Cowboys. But we don't know who the running back is for the Cowboys yet. I think they said DeWitt is going to be the starter, but we don't know.
I'm going with the Cowboys. I want them to win. I want them to have that win. That way, when we play them week 2, we can give them their first loss. Because the Saints and the Cowboys play week 2. I want the Saints to give them their first loss with a bullshit coach and a shitty quarterback. Let us give them the first loss. So that's why I'm picking the Cowboys week 1. Fuck the Cowboys, but I'm picking them this week. Commanders at the Bucks, and goddamn, oh my God, Heisman Trophy winners going at it. Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, holy shit.
Taking the Commanders.
Yep, I'm taking Commanders too. Sunday Night Football, this is my game of the week. You got 2 quarterbacks playing their former teams. Rams at the Lions, Matthew Stafford playing his former team, Jared Goff playing his former team. And it's Sunday night in Detroit. You don't get that a lot in Detroit.
I'm going to take the Rams. Like I said, those.
You got the Rams?
It's something to say when you have a revenge game. Like the way you lost. The Ravens lost a close game last year in the playoffs to the Chiefs. Rams lost a close game to the Lions in the playoffs. So I think now Goff, that was Goff's first game last year ever going back to Stafford ever going back to the Rams. To the Lions. I think he wins this. I think he wins week 1.
I'm going with okay, I said the Lions, yes. All right, Monday Night Football. All right, it's take 2 for Aaron Rodgers. He gets another chance on Monday night. Hopefully he don't tear his fucking whatever ACL, Achilles tendon, whatever happened to him last year. Oh God, he gets another chance. If he's starting, I think he is starting this game. Jets at the 49ers.
It's going to be the 49ers.
I'm picking the 49ers too. I need them to ball out because I got George Kittle and Deebo Samuel starting for me. I need them to ball out. So, Brock Purdy, make me happy. Give them boys the ball and let them run the fucking score and let me get some fantasy points so I can win this week.
Who do you play week 1?
And fantasy. I'd have to go back and look. Hold on. I'm sending our picks to TK. He's I'm gonna send it to him to type, that way I don't have to go click on it and shit. Let me just send it to him.
Did you see the new Game Breakers banner with all our avatars on it? It's pretty dope.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, that's why I'll pay $2 for that WWE title to put around my waist.
That's dope. So. Yeah. Hey,
Tim, which I saw you sent me something about. I saw you sent me something about Damian Priest was supposed to be in the Black Panther movie.
You know what? He had an interview with Chris Van Vliet, which to me he's one of the best interviewers in general. But I heard this story. I think I heard a story 2 years ago about Priest was going to be in the Black Panther 2. I didn't hear about him being Namor. Now, maybe he was a pick, but I heard the interview, and he said he was picked to be in Black Panther 2 to play Namor. Now, that could be true or not. I don't know why he would lie, but he alluded to Vince saying no. He wasn't allowed to be in the movie, which is why he wasn't allowed to do the movie.
Well, I'm playing, I don't know who it is. Team The Dirty Bunch. That's who I'm playing this week.
I play Tim right out the gate. I play Tim right out the gate.
I don't know who the fuck Team Dirty Bunch is, but that's who I'm playing this week.
When do we play,
So,
Marcus?
when do we play? Okay, let me go see the schedule. Hold on. I wish. Here we go. Schedule right here. We play week 7.
Okay.
All right. Well, that will do it for tonight. Sorry if the internet was bad. I don't know what's going on in this world. Disney's just fucking taking over everything. But this was fun. We'll be back on same time, same place next Tuesday night at 9. Recapping this week and predicting the next, the usual. But real quick, where can they find you on social media?
We'll go ahead and recap our fantasy wins or losses. You can find me on X, the real Freddy 85. You can find me on Instagram at Freddy MIII. Just so you guys know, I am going to be working on getting us an X account and an Instagram account. Just been a hectic time right now, moving from one state to another. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. A mass move with I have a 5-month-old too, so it's been it's tough. It's hard. It's tough.
Look at me. Look, I've been in a relationship for over a year and a half. We just broke up, and I'm back in my old house, but I left it the way it was when I left a few months ago to live with her.
Yeah, it's tough.
Everything's back the way it was.
It's a rough move. I've never had to move from state to state. Probably when I moved from New York to Florida when I was about 10. But it's tough now. We had to have.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, we had to have all my stuff is already shipped to North Carolina in storage, so we have a luggage here with our clothes. We're living out of a clothes luggage in a timeshare for the next 2 weeks. So I mean, at least I get a good view, and I can see the fireworks at Disney.
Yeah. Oh, that they pop every single day, huh?
Yeah, but it's
Well, all right, man. Well, I'll get you next.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I said I'll catch you next week. I mean, we'll stay in touch throughout the week with shit going on, games and whatnot, and then whatever happens in the real world and news and everything.
Yes, sir. We'll keep in touch. We'll definitely be talking on Thursday when football comes for that first game. I feel like we need to start a group chat.
Mm-hmm. I'll be watching
on my phone to just kind of talk shit.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah, we need to start.
All right, man. I'll see you next week. Hopefully the internet will quit. Hopefully by next week the internet will quit tripping.
Right.
And ESPN will be back on DirecTV. But
definitely.
All right, man. I'll see you soon.
If not, find your Fire Stick. I'll send you what to do. You'll be able to watch all the college games you want, all the NFL games you want, and you can watch ESPN too. So just let me know.
All right, man. Well, I'll see you then.
All right, Marcus.